strangest birds in the world as well. Now, they come from Texas, so they're found around California in America. The first strange thing about them is that his face actually changes colour. Some of you might have even noticed already. A few seconds ago, it was red. It's kind of like an orange colour now. It's even going right to yellow. Yeah, it's bright yellow as we speak. So it changes colour right in front of your very eyes. Depending on what sort of mood the bird's in, that's what colour his face is. So red is when they're resting, when they're chilled out and just relaxed and not really worried about anything. Yellow is when they're in food mode. So when they're concentrating or if they're out hunting, their face will turn yellow. And then when they're unhappy about something, it will turn white. So it's a good way of them telling each other what sort of mood they're in. So they are quite sociable birds. They'll live together in groups in the wild, or they'll live just by themselves. Birds of prey, they're funny creatures. It's kind of on individual merit. Often, I think this one probably wouldn't tolerate any neighbours because he quite likes his own space. We've tried introducing other birds too. He doesn't really have anything to do with it. So they are quite strange birds. They spend a lot of time on the ground running about, so they can fly, but they prefer to stay on the ground. Their diet is one of the weirdest things about them. Like other birds of prey, they eat other animals, dead or alive. But they also eat everything else, anything you can think of. They'll find fruit and berries. They even go into people's dustbins in America to get out food that people have thrown away. As well as that, they have been known to terrorise people out having picnics and run away with your sandwich. So they are quite mischievous birds. Even the wild ones aren't scared of people. Now, the idea of the course is to give him a bit of exercise and also make him work for his food. So instead of us just putting the food in there and him eating it and it being a little bit boring, it's called enrichment. So we get him to think about things. So it goes like this. We start off in the box at the top, then he's going to make his way all the way from the top to the bottom of the runway. Of course he's a bird, so he would probably just want to fly, but he has to walk all the way down. Then through the tunnel, in one end and out the other. Finally, after that, he's going to jump into the water pool to retrieve a piece of food. And then the last thing is a piece of food is going to be put under the plastic tub with some rocks on top. He's going to get under it to get the food out. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's so special about that? He'll have seen me putting the food there, so he'll know that it's there. Well, quite right. But with any other bird of prey, as soon as you cover up their food, they instantly forget that it was ever there, after just 1 second. So you can have their food on a table, throw a towel over it, that's it, gone. Out of sight is immediately out of mind with most other birds of prey, but not these ones. They do remember things and they can solve problems as well. So they are quite clever. Right, now, he's also quite mischievous, and his way of telling me to get a move on is to bite my legs. So that is why I'm doing the talking on the outside of the area. I haven't gone in yet for that reason. You do, don't you? Yeah, he knows he does as well. So here we go, we're going to make a start now. You can let me in? No, you're not, are you? Okay. Right, excuse me. There you go, have a leg. Coming through. Mind out the way, that's it. Watch yourself. That's it, coming in. Okay, here we go. Oi, out the back. Oh, stop it! Leave me alone! Get off! Go away! Right, that's it, this way. Excuse me. That's it, this way. When are you going to move on? Right, I'll go this way. Okay, and to the top. Okay, gets a little piece of food just to get us started. And we're off. Right, down the walkway. Just like Crufts. There we go, and this is the part we have a few problems with. Will you leave the tassels alone? Okay, right, in the tunnel. No, in the tunnel. No, in the tunnel. No, in. Right, piece of food, in. There we go. And out this end over here. Right, we'll try that again. Okay, will you leave the tunnel alone? Right, so in we go, and out this end. Give him a second, because he just has to eat the food first. Right, we'll do it the other way around. He likes coming out that end, so we're going to go in this way first. Right, in we go. And now, out this end, I'll put a piece of food down there for him as well, just so he can get it as he comes out. Useless.
Okay,
Right. Into the water pool. Right, over we go. And while he's distracted with that, I'm going to put the food under here, and I'll get that covered up. Right, I haven't done it yet. Let's stop it. There we go. Oh, he's got this awkward scene now. He's actually a little bit scared of the box, so if you notice, he tells it off as he's getting the food out. For some reason, he thinks it helps. So, of course, being a bird of prey, it's all about his eyesight. Their eyesight is definitely their best sense. Sense of smell is actually pretty rubbish. Ours is probably better than theirs. And when it comes to his hearing, it's about as good as ours. Of course, the owls have very good hearing, but for these birds, he's a diurnal raptor, so he's a daytime bird. It's all about the eyesight. Right, that was the practice. Didn't go too well, so we're going to do it again, and this time it's going to be perfect. Okay, here goes. Right, will you leave the box alone? You've got the food already. Right, off we go. Up here, that's it. To the top. To the top. Right, piece of food. This is it this time. Right, off we go. And straight away, in the tunnel, no, in the tunnel, no, in the tunnel, no, no, in the tunnel, no, in the tunnel. Oh, he's done it! There we go, into the water pool. Very good, very good. Finally this over the top. Hang on, let me do it. Could you go away? I haven't done it yet. Stop it, I haven't done it yet. Will you just be patient? He's getting angry now. Right, there we go. He's getting too good at that. Right, new challenge. Never done this before. Going to put some pieces in here. There's a bit at the bottom, bit at the top. Of course, when he gets this, it's going to move. Honestly, I've never tried this yet. We put this here with the intention of using it for this purpose. This is going to be a new test. Let's see if he can manage it. As he's done the course perfectly that time. I'll finish that first. I think this is officially the end of British summertime now as well. Right. Let's see if he can figure this out. The idea of this was for him to build up his leg muscles, so he's going to try and grip onto the rope using his talons and reach up with his beak to get the pieces. And he's doing just that. He's got the first piece. He's running off to eat it. I might even put a third bit right at the top. Oh, and he's knocked the other one down. Very clever. Okay, so I'll let everyone go as it is starting to rain. Our next proper show is at 3 o'clock. So